Woohoo! It's the end of May 2026. And here I am, I'm Jilinda, and I'm down here at my favourite place at the Rocks at Clifton Beach to do my On the Rocks reflections video that I do at the end of each month. Just a little reflection on what I've been doing in May, what I've been focusing on, and importantly, the lessons I've learned from some of that I can share with you. I've got a little bit to share this month because this month was the month of momentum. And I put that out there to the universe, and it certainly has been some month of forward motion, of gaining strength and gathering a bit of speed at pace, one step, one chapter, one stage, one project at a time. And momentum is about that. Momentum is just as long as you're putting one foot in front of the other, and then as you do more, you do tend to gain a little bit more pace and that strength and that drive behind it and the clarity of direction and all of that. So I have really felt that this month in May, and that's a good thing because I'm certainly on a roll, and particularly in relation to writing my book, which I mentioned in my On the Rocks Reflections video last month, that was my focus. And my focus on the book, Impactful, Not Invisible, is the title of the book. So I thought today, because I'm talking about the momentum in May, I might give you a little bit of a hint and a bit of share on the momentum in relation to the book. Because like everything, it moves forward and it's in three parts, and one part builds on the next and keeps kind of rolling forward. So the names of the three parts in the book, and I do swear, so warning if you're offended by some swear words. I do feel like sometimes we can use them for the strength and for the effect, the impact that you want it to have. And because I'm quite angry, and angry is okay to be, around the whole ageism approach, and that, for goodness sake, another ism word that we have to deal with, you know, after sexism and racism and all the other things. We still seem to have this lapsadaisy acceptance of ageism. So my first part in the book is really making that clear, a real strong awareness of what is ageism and why are we accepting it and basically calling bullshit on it. So the name of that chapter is called Fuck Ageism. And it's about that awareness piece, that bias, that outdated ageist mindsets that really has no place in our longevity era that we're in, and the longer life plans that we're doing. So the first part is very much an awareness and a strong, encouragement to really change the way we think, which leads us to the second part of my book, the second section, which is about flipping your attitude. And we need to flip our own internal ageist thinking around that first and stop expecting then the outdated systems and processes and practices that we tend to sometimes just, go along with because it's the way it's always been, and that robs us of the opportunities and the ability to really fully enjoy those extra 20 to 30 years that we're having now in this longevity era. And that takes us then to the third part in my book, which is about forging ahead. And that's where I really feel like I've been focusing on that section in this month of May and the momentum, because that forging ahead is about exactly that, the momentum and how we do that. So I have a 9-part framework in that third section, forging ahead, which is all about really reassessing, rethinking, redesigning how we rock our Q3, our third quarter, basically, really approaching it as it is, that best phase in life. It's the best quarter of our lives, and it absolutely is. I'll talk more about that as we move forward, as I'm explaining more about the book, but that has a really great framework in it, and I'm putting a lot of action and momentum and assessment pieces around that so that we can really drive change, not just talk about what's wrong with ageism and not just talk about the fact that we're living longer. And, some of you roll your eyes and go, oh God, how am I going to do that? But actually looking at it from a positive approach and getting that momentum in place with an action plan on how we just absolutely rock our third quarter. And that's what I'm all about. That's where the book is taking me, also the frameworks, the presentations that I'll be doing on these topics, and the women's circles that I'll be rolling out to help support women making these changes. So there's my momentum. I thought I'd share a little bit of exactly what I'd be working on, and hopefully that excites you to hear more about it when I finish my writing, hopefully by the end of June. So until next time, have an awesome June. I'm really looking forward to June, and I hope you are too. Bye for now.